Today, let's talk about the signs that your workplace anonymous survey isn't so anonymous after all. Some companies say they want your honest feedback, and I'm sure they do. What they really want is a list of who's unhappy and exactly why they are unhappy. Now, before I get into it, I'll ask that you remember to hit the like button if you like my content, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It goes a really long way in helping me bring content like this to you. I really enjoy doing it. So let's get into it. Today, we're talking about something that gets employees in trouble every single year, and that's the so-called anonymous employee survey. Now, on paper, it's supposed to be a safe space to talk about concerns, fairness, and your experience at work. They really try to get you to be honest. But in the real world, some surveys are basically HR's detective tool. So let's get into the signs your survey might not be as anonymous as you want to believe or they want you to believe that it is. And some of these probably won't surprise you. Let me know in the comments. Sign number one, the survey link is unique to you. If the link comes through your email with your name, employee ID, or personalized link, that's cue number one. Even if they say we don't track individual responses, systems are built to track participation. And that alone can sometimes identify who said what. So, if they can track who clicked, they can track who responded. So people aren't as dumb as some employers might think. Anyway, sign number two, they ask highly specific demographic questions. So if you work in an office with 40 people, the survey is asking your race, gender, age range, department, job title, years of experience, whether you manage others, and your favorite color. Just kidding about that. But seriously, though, they're asking those really specific questions. That's just, who do they think they're fooling with this? When you break down a team into tiny micro groups, you're no longer anonymous. If you're the only black woman over 40 in the finance department, guess what? They know who said what. They know exactly who you are. And it's not that hard trying to figure that out. So anyway, sign number three, they require you to log in to complete the survey. True anonymous surveys don't need a company login. They don't need email authentication. They don't need a unique code, a badge scan, or internal platform logins. If you need to log in, it's not that anonymous. That's like asking someone to whisper a secret into a microphone. But, here we are. Sign number four, the questions feel targeted, like they already know something. Sometimes employers use surveys to confirm suspicions. And I'm going to tell you, I've seen my fair share of this. For example, how satisfied are you with your current manager? Has anyone in leadership created a hostile work environment for you? Do you feel your team communicates effectively? So when questions start sounding like they know about a problem, they're not trying to fix it. They're trying to find the source. And I have seen this happen when, maybe they want to get rid of someone, especially if it's someone in upper management. They want to get rid of someone, and this is kind of their way of building their paper trail, so to speak. So if they are going to terminate someone and they anticipate having problems, whether it's high management or otherwise, but if they are planning to fire someone and they anticipate getting a lot of pushback, then they can say, look, this survey, everybody pointed you out. Everybody pointed out this one manager. We did not make this decision lightly. But we did this anonymous survey, and without us prodding anyone, they came with all of these complaints, and we have no choice but to respond to those complaints. So, it uses anonymous surveys sometimes to get to, it's a means to an end. And again, something I've seen happen before, but to me, they're very obvious. Number five, the survey company isn't really independent. They'll say, we partnered with an outside organization to ensure anonymity. But many of these companies work exclusively for the employer. They return raw data, or they might allow the employer to filter by department, location, race, etc. Independent doesn't always mean anonymous. It means the employer didn't make the survey, not that your identity is hidden. And again, this is another place where I see this happen all the time, specifically in employment cases when an employee complains to management about a problem. And the employer is required by law to investigate. So what they tell the employee is, oh, we really are taking this seriously, and we're going to hire an outside law firm to come in and investigate. Well, guess who pays that outside law firm? Yeah, your employer. And it's not like they have never dealt with them before. And to the extent that it's a law firm they've not dealt with before, they come as referral from a law firm that they do deal with all the time. I mean, give me a break. And do you really think that independent law firm is going to come in and find against the employer who hired them before, or has the ability to continue sending them business? But again, if you're paying the person who's conducting the survey, how independent is it? And sign number 6, they want written comments. Comments are where employees get exposed the fastest. Because written complaints usually reveal details only you know, your writing style, your personal story, your vocabulary, the exact phrases that you told someone last week. Managers have been known to send emails like, Regina, this comment sounds like something you would write. Can we talk? So not only is it not anonymous, they call you out on it. So if they ask for comments, treat it like a deposition. Share themes, not personal details. Keep it really, really, really vague. Sign number 7, they follow up with people individually. Now, yeah, that's a huge red flag. I mean, if you suddenly get a one-on-one meeting, a check-in, a let's talk about your experience invite, or leadership asking questions that sound just like the survey answers, then you already know the anonymity veil is completely gone. Anonymous means they can't trace feedback back to you, not we will try our best not to. Sign number 8, they say responses will be anonymous unless required by law. What does that even mean? Yeah, some surveys speak in terms of fine print. If you say something that threatens the company, we reserve the right to figure out who you are. So I guess that's the way of saying, if law requires us to report it. That's not anonymity. That's really just an escape clause. So what can you do to protect yourself? I'm not telling you to not participate, because that'll just create issues. I'm telling you to be strategic about your participation. Here's what you can do. Number 1, don't share details that identify you. Sometimes we do that without even knowing it, but try not to do it. Avoid specifics. Focus on patterns. Number 2, use general language, they, or management, or the team, instead of specific names. Number 3, don't treat the survey like HR. A survey is not the place to file a complaint. If you have a real issue, document it and submit a proper HR complaint in writing so that you're legally protected. Number 4, assume anything you write could be read aloud in a meeting. And if that thought makes you nervous, then don't write it. Don't write it. Anonymous surveys are supposed to make workplaces better. But when they're misused, and if you're in a toxic environment, they very well might be, they become a tool to identify trouble, not fix it. I always say, document everything, say less, and protect your peace. And let me know in the comments, has your workplace ever sent out a not so anonymous survey? Tell me about the specifics. See you next shift.